For Pacifica Radio, I'm Christina Onnested. Stocks continue to dip around the world as President Donald Trump's new tariffs went into effect at midnight, further escalating a global trade war, including a massive 104% levy on Chinese imports. China today announced retaliatory tariffs on American goods of 84%. In response to the president's 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, the European Union today will vote on its first set of retaliatory tariffs of up to 25% on a variety of U.S. products, including orange juice, soy, and motorcycles. In a speech Tuesday night, Trump said next he plans tariffs on pharmaceuticals, then mocked countries seeking to negotiate new trade deals.
I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my ass. They are dying to make a deal. Please, sir, make a deal. I'll do anything. I'll do anything, sir.
The Trump administration's trade representative, Jamieson Greer, defended the tariffs at a Senate committee hearing Tuesday, while Democrats introduced a measure to roll them back. Christopher Martinez reports.
U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer says the president's strategy is, in his words, already bearing fruit. He spoke at a Senate Finance Committee hearing Tuesday.
Nearly 50 countries have approached me personally to discuss the president's new policy and explore how to achieve reciprocity, and they've spoken with many members of the administration. Our large and persistent trade deficit has been over 30 years in the making, and it will not be resolved overnight, but all of this is in the right direction.
Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon is the ranking Democrat on the committee. He says President Trump and his advisors have not given any clear message about how the tariffs were determined, what they're supposed to accomplish, how long they'll be in place.
The U.S. economy has gone from the envy of the world to a laughingstock.
And he asks whether they're supposed to usher in a new era of 1870s-style protectionism. Biden says he's introducing a bill aimed at ending the new crop of global tariffs. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York.
The choice in front of Leader Thune and Speaker Johnson is simple. Are they going to choose Donald Trump, or are they going to choose American families? Stand up to Donald Trump, or watch him walk us directly into a recession. And so far, they're not standing up.
Reporting for Pacifica Radio News, I'm Christopher Martinez.
The Internal Revenue Service's acting commissioners resigning over a deal to share immigrants' tax data with ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, for the purpose of identifying and deporting undocumented people in the U.S. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said Tuesday the Trump administration is considering deporting U.S. citizens to El Salvador. President Trump is floating the idea if it can be done legally, Leavitt said.
The president has discussed this idea quite a few times publicly. He's also discussed it privately. You're referring to the president's idea for American citizens to potentially be deported. These would be heinous, violent criminals who have broken our nation's laws repeatedly. And these are violent, repeat offenders in American streets. The president has said, if it's legal, right? If there is a legal pathway to do that, he's not sure. We are not sure if there is. It's an idea that he has simply floated.
Trump said Sunday he loves the idea of deporting incarcerated Americans to El Salvador, but that he doesn't know what the law says on that. Under U.S. law, it's not legal to deport U.S. citizens to foreign prisons. The ACLU, Legal Aid Society, and others filed a lawsuit Tuesday to stop the president from using the Alien Enemies Act to deport foreign nationals to a prison in El Salvador. The ACLU said on social media, no one should face the horrifying prospect of lifelong imprisonment without a fair hearing, let alone in another country. It comes after the Supreme Court sided with the Trump administration in a 5-4 ruling allowing the deportations under the 1798 Alien Enemies Act to proceed. But ruling subjects have a right to due process to challenge their deportations. Lawyers say they could be deported before challenges play out in the courts. President Donald Trump has signed 4 executive orders aimed at boosting coal. Under the orders, Trump will use his emergency authority to allow older coal-fired power plants set for retirement to continue producing electricity. Trump also signed a proclamation offering coal-fired power plants a 2-year exemption from federal requirements agreements to reduce emissions of toxic chemicals like mercury, arsenic, and benzene. The orders also end an Obama-era moratorium of coal leasing on federal lands. Sierra Club Executive Director Ben Jealous blasted the orders, saying that coal kills. In the last 2 decades, 500,000 Americans have died from exposure to coal pollution. Donald Trump's plan is as despicable as it is reckless and ill-conceived. The World Meteorological Organization has a new report out finding March was another record-breaking month in Europe. Claire Nulla, spokesperson for the WMO, spoke in Geneva.
March was the warmest March on record for Europe. Globally, it was the second warmest, behind March 2024.
Record heat has also been recorded over the United States, Mexico, parts of Asia, and Australia. The burning of fossil fuels is the main contributor to global warming. I'm Christina Onnested reporting for Pacifica Radio.